This is my Genius Hour presentation on how to paint. I wanted to learn how to paint, so I needed to go to someone who already knew what they were doing. So, who better than to ask than Miss Inanen? She found a place that was really cool to learn how to paint called Paint Night. I was a bit nervous to start at first. I hadn't picked up really a paintbrush since I was in school. So, pretty soon though, my background started to emerge and I was learning how to combine colors and add for extra texture. My love of painting trees soon began. I started off with my tree, a little bit nervous, and then the owl. Whoa, that was excitement. 2 hours later, I did it, yay! I actually had painted a painting that I was proud enough to give my daughter for Christmas. I was inspired. This was something I was able to do. The next day, I went out, bought myself an easel, bought some canvases, and what better than to sit and have time with my daughter and paint. My first few pictures didn't turn out the greatest. I tried to mimic the sunsets at the cottage, but this was just from memory and not from something I saw already. Our first big snowfall came. The sky was so pretty. The trees and the lights were reflective. I can paint that. I'm an expert now. But nope, still more help was needed. So let's go back to the basics and learn how to paint our backgrounds and get different colors in combination with it. But, what to put on that background? Well, when in doubt, let's go back to a tree. I can sketch trees, so how would it be different for painting them? My attempt at a 3D shape, such as a soccer ball, was not the greatest, but it was a good attempt at least. I think I'll need to practice more about spheres. We were now just about before Christmas. My uncle sent me some pictures of his cottage, and they were so beautiful, I wanted to try to paint them yet again. So here I went, my next attempt. And this time, not so bad, but man, I need to work on those trees. I came across a background and a picture for Frozen. Knowing my niece loves it, I thought, maybe I could try this. So I started with the background first, and eventually Elsa's hand and ice started to form. I was really getting the hang of it, so I decided to paint my neighbor's dog. I decided to paint a bouquet of flowers. Wow, this was really starting to happen for me. I was really growing as a painter. I decided I needed a few more tips, especially when it came to the shading stuff. So I hauled my best friend Denise out to a paint night, and we painted cherry blossoms. At another paint night I went to, I learned how to paint a tree with roots. This was doing more shading and how to use opposite colors or contrary colors. Back to that background. So I painted this background as the second thing I painted, and then it sat and sat and sat. Finally, I was inspired. The Eiffel Tower, looking over La Rivière Seine. I decided I can't have a painting without a tree. Well, my favorite tree, other than a willow, is a birch tree. And what better was the cardinal that landed in my backyard. I think he had a little too many worms over the winter. Painting with friends, it was just too much fun. So, last night, one other paint night with my two friends, Lisa and Denise. What were we going to create? I think my daisy shadow or outline looks a bit like my 5-year-old did it. But alas, it came together. My final painting for my Genius Hour project. I can't say it's really my final painting. I'm addicted. It's so much fun. I really learned a lot about how to shade and how to manipulate colors during this project. Thanks for giving me that opportunity.